welcome to or back
to the Grey Couch. Yes. My name is Otito.
And I'm Stanley.
Yep. And on the Grey Couch, we believe that marriage and life in general is not black or white, but many shades of grey. And so on this channel, we kind of teach you how to live in the grey, really, right? So you can thrive and have, a thriving marriage and relationship. So welcome back.
May is over.
Yes.
And we have so much to be thankful for what happened in May. I'm just kind of looking forward to what happened in June. So May, we had mental awareness. We had
Mom's Month. I call it Mom's Month, even though it's Mother's Day, but I call it Mom's Month. Yeah. And we had an interesting conversation with a panel of moms. If you missed that, just go back and see, the episodes. And in June, we're going to be having a conversation with dads as well. So we're going to be looking forward to that. But in trying to combine the 2 months together, we want to tackle what we call cradling, right? We call it a C for cradling as part of our 4 C's relational framework, a framework for relationships, 4 C's. So one of the C's is cradling or parenting, right? And Mom's Month, Dad's Month, you can tell the key thing there is children.
Yeah.
Children and parenting. And so we had a question, right, to think about something we've seen happen. And, we saw this happen even before we got married. And we kept thinking, wow, why does this happen, right? We had quite a few conversations about it. And we were like, okay, when we get married, right, we're going to try not to do this. And that is the concept or the idea.
Are we giving away our marriages to our children? And I'm just going to throw that at you to ponder on that. And it's a balance, right? We have, at least I have, I brought these children to the world, and it's my utmost responsibility and pride and joy to see them succeed, to see them successful. And so you want to give them all of you. Yeah. But then the marriage came before the kids did. Yeah. And how do you show your children that you value your marriage maybe a little bit over them without alienating them becomes the question, the balance that we're trying to bring about.
Because if you are expecting, right, if one of your goals is to raise responsible citizens who go ahead and get married themselves, then you want to model a good marriage to them, because children don't see what you say, they see what you do. True. Right? They don't hear what you say, they see what you do. And so it becomes even more imperative that as people in a relationship, that we model, what a good relationship looks like, what is good communication, what is, how do you make up when things are not working well, things like that. Having the hard conversations, right? And we happen to have 2 boys. So, and I think that it's even more critical for me as a mom to make sure that I'm not raising, what would I call them?
Wimps?
No.
That's the dad thing. We want your child to be able to stand up for himself.
That I'm raising well-rounded children, right, who can talk about their emotions, talk about things, not shy away from the hard conversations, and contribute to the success of a marriage in every respect. In that sense. And so
you're getting the boys to do the work. We're always saying you have to do the work. This is part of the work.
I don't know about them doing the work because maybe they are the ones teaching me to do the work, because it's because of them that I'm doing the work. True. Right. In that sense. And so that brings us to the idea that next month we're going to be having a webinar, right, on how parenting can heal your marriage, because we've been down that road, right, and we have a lot of strategies that we want to share. So, join us on the couch in a virtual room, right, in this master class, showing how we said marriage comes before the parenting, right? But parenting itself, just if you engage in it fully with everything that you have, can actually help you work on your relationship, right? It's kind of like this catch-22. And most importantly, right, if you're from what we call like a neurodiverse family like ours, where one child is kind of neurodivergent on the spectrum and the other is not, how do you balance that, right? These are some of the conversations that we have not seen anyone having them, right? We're kind of learning
as we go along.
We learned as we go along. We ask questions and all of that. And so we want to share that with you. Like we normally say, the 10, 15, 20 minutes we have here on the couch is generally not enough, right? We have a thriving community, right? Our newsletter, things where we just pass out the things that we are learning as we go along on this journey. Because again, gray is such an interesting color, right? If you think about it, a mixture of so many things, but still standing on its own, right? And that's the whole principle behind the couch. And so we tackle what we call the four relationship pillars. And this month of June is where we're going to be working on the fourth C, which is cradling, right? And we made it the fourth C because not everyone has children, not everyone wants children, but if you do want and you do have them, then it's your responsibility to kind of take care of that aspect, right, of the relationship, the parenting, as well as the center of the marriage, which is what produced the children in the first place. So it's going to be a very well-rounded conversation. We can teaching, conversation, session, masterclass, we can assure you of that. And we just want to invite you, right, to come along with us on this journey.
Yeah. So I'll have the link to register at the end, and also in the description for the video that doesn't want to do it. And I'm just saying, I'm looking forward to it. It's summer month for those of us that are in America, and you're about to have we're about to let out and have more time with these kids. Let's get a couple nuggets underneath our belts for how to that's this.
And I mean, before we go, tell us, right, is this something you've experienced? Like, have you experienced situations, relationships where it looks like the marriage has been given over to the children, right? So you're like, I'm only here for these children, I'm here because of the children, or if not for the children, like things like that. When you hear those statements, know that the marriage has been given over to the children, right? When you hear those statements. And some of us heard it when we were growing up, and we realized as we got older what happened, right? Because now we're kind of almost like seeing the consequences of that, where a mother stayed because of you. So now there's so much dependency on you as an adult because, you were the reason for the marriage, right? So you kind of took the place of the dad. And we want to avoid that. We want to avoid that for ourselves. We want to avoid that for you, our audience watching us. And so those kinds of statements give you clues. So tell us, right? Have you had a situation or know of a situation, or are currently in one, and you want to avoid going down that road any further, right? If that's you, join us in the masterclass.
Us to you right now.
Bye.
Bye.